what's up, y'all? Welcome back to another episode of the CP Podcast. I'm your host, CP, and this is the CP Podcast. We'll talk about the shit that CP want to talk about. And if you don't want to talk about what the fuck CP want to talk about, then go to somebody else's video and listen to what they want to say.
Free country.
It's a free fucking country, isn't it? Golly, it's a free country, Maya. Jeez. Anyway, what up, though?
There's a lot going on.
Man, there's a lot going on. It's a lot of crazy shit going on right now.
Mm-hmm.
This has been one of those weeks where like I can't wait to get back to the podcast because of all the crazy shit that's been going on. It's like crazy shit always happens on Wednesday to Monday, and I'd be like, ah. But how's Roman?
Roman is fantastic. Very strong, very willful boy.
Nice. He gonna knock somebody out, and you know, and I want you to not be afraid of it. Sometimes you gotta knock a motherfucker out coming up. I done knocked a couple niggas out, honestly. Now my fighting record is like, what am I? What am I now? I think I'm like 5-2.
When's the last time you got to a fight, like a real fight?
It's been a minute, but that 2 was a motherfucker. God damn. You ever been getting your ass whooped? You looking around like, oh, it's never gonna stop. It's never, ever gonna. This is my whole life. It's getting whooped. But then it stops. All right, so we got Maye in the building. We got Amir in the building. What's up, Amir? Very nice array of black clothing, as always. Yep. You always do it up, man. You always do it up with the black. Yeah, man. So, all right. This week in the world of, it's not even really conspiracy theories anymore. Shit is like coming into fruition. You hear about the guy who could open up a portal with the frequencies and he went missing?
I did not hear about that.
It was a guy who opened up a portal on
like a Stargate?
He opened up a portal in his room and he was looking through the portal and you could see a city inside the portal. And I'm sure it was fake, but you know me, I believe everything until you tell me how ridiculous it is. Then I'd be like, yeah.
That sounds like a movie plot.
Hey, somebody said, what's y'all fighting record? Amir, what's your fight record?
I actually made it through school without ever fighting.
For real?
Yeah.
Man.
But nobody ever like tried me or nothing.
Got you. Yeah, niggas trying me, man. I guess I used to talk too much. You know what I'm saying? I used to be talking shit.
Yeah.
Roasting niggas wanted to whip my ass.
That come with the territory.
It do, man. It do. And this nigga ran up on me in the gym on some weird gay type shit, low key. Now that I think about it, I was bent down to pick my damn backpack up, and the nigga tried to like slam me, but I was bent down. So already I'm pissed off because it's awkward. So like I'm bent down to get my bag. Nigga was gonna try to like grab me from the back and like suplex me. Bam! Hit the nigga with an elbow. Right? He didn't expect the elbow, and I was skinny. So that was just straight magnesium hitting that nigga in the face. Bone and marrow. And so, yeah, and then my mama came and got me from the school because she didn't want anybody to jump me, which I just always fucked with. Like, thank you, Mom. She said, anytime you fight, they're going to call me. You're not in trouble because, you know, you're in trouble if you don't fight, which was like in my house. You're in trouble if you don't fight, man. They wanted me to get my ass. So I remember one time these 4 niggas tried to jump me.
That's too many. See, that's when things can go wrong.
That's for real.
Yeah.
I could have been fucking.
It's okay.
They could have knocked the nigga special.
Yeah.
You ever see a nigga get knocked special?
I mean, I've seen the aftermath.
Nigga get knocked to the spectrum. You be like, but no, yeah, my dad wanted me to fight these niggas, bro, and I was like, Dad, I'm not fighting them. Call my mom because they not together. So I said, call my mom. She'll come pick me up. You don't want to be my dad anymore. I understand. You want me to fight these niggas. I'm not fighting 4 niggas, and they're jealous of me too. They were just jealous.
Oh, yeah. That's how I had to look at the situation. Oh, y'all got more to lose than me? Fuck
let me get the fuck out of here. Man, my mama came like, he didn't want to fight him. What? I'm like, oh, I'm being raised by knuckleheads, dog. Why would y'all want me to fight these 4 niggas? And they was ugly. You ever fight an ugly motherfucker? It's just like, man, he don't care about your teeth and your nose and stuff. He trying to uglify you.
Did you see Cam Newton get jumped?
Hell yeah, I saw Cam Newton get jumped. And for 2 days, we thought it was kids. Until we found out these was grown-ass men trying to whip Cam Newton ass. Hold on 1 second, y'all. I gotta take this. Craig Smith.
CP the legend, what's going on with you, killer?
Hey, man, I can't call it like an alcoholic. I'm on my podcast right now, man. I'm going to hit you back when we get done, but you on the air. Say what's up to the people. Tell them to get it from God, nigga.
Hey, man, it's Craig Smith. If all you something, get it from
God. I'll meet you back in a minute. All right. We're supposed to get together and get a group of people together and try to tie ourselves up to be fat enough to fight David Lucas in the sumo.
Oh, no.
We're going to tie a bunch of our bodies together and just try to like fight that nigga like a Zord. You know what I'm saying? Like we all like a mega Zord. Like, go, nigga, Ranger. And I be the leg. I'm going to be the head and the chest. I ain't going to be no nigga legs. We have some fat niggas be the legs, though, like Doughboy or something. Be our legs. We'll go.
Doughboy has been trying to lose the weight.
Shout out to Doughboy, man. He trying to, it's like, nigga, you got to get that BBL took out first. You can't just lose. You can't just run down on a BBL and get a BBL all tight with the skin. You got to run that bitch off. I hit him up, talk to him. Anyway.
Yeah, so they unsuccessfully jumped Cam Newton.
Yeah, bro.
It didn't work out well for him because he's a big guy.
It never looked like he was going to
his fucking
Django like that.
Django hat never came off. This shit on the news. You know how embarrassing it is? And I thought they was kids. The fact that they was grown men and they said Cam was talking shit. But that's what sports is. Look at him dragging these niggas.
His big hat. Wow.
I don't think people realize how big Cam Newton is.
Hell no, people don't realize. People don't realize how big Shannon Sharp is until you saw them pictures of Shannon Sharp next to Mike Epps. Mike Epps is tall. Put up the pictures of Mike Epps. That nigga, he look like a Make-A-Wish kid next to Shannon Sharp.
Hey, me and Cam Newton went to the same high school. He graduated way before I did.
Oh, for
real? But he came back one year. It was like my senior year. He came back and they were like giving him an honor or whatever.
Yeah.
And I just happened to, we was trying to find a seat, hit the corner, bumped into him. It was like, oh, it was double take because just how tall he was.
Oh,
because Cam Newton is like 6'5".
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Jay-Z tall like that too.
Yeah, Jay-Z's like, I don't think he's 6'5", but he's 6 something.
Jay-Z tall as fuck.
Yeah. Most of those dudes are. Chris Brown tall, Drake is tall, Chris Brown tall,
Drake tall. I'm the only short nigga, me and Kevin Hart. We just walk around this bitch picking up shit off the floor. But yeah, okay, well, he don't look that much taller than him, but just, he's substantially, put it like this, he could bite that nigga forehead.
But just look at his traps and look at him. Like, look at the muscle on him.
Yeah,
he's
it's
bigger than
muscular
him.
For sure. Definitely more muscular.
He get his hands on you, boy. Goddamn. How you gonna fight Shannon Sharp? How you fight Shannon Sharp? You gotta do your research. He got a bad hip. You scrunch down, punch that hip, and then you gotta back up.
What position did he play? That's how you figure
He was
it
a
out.
tight end.
Oh, never mind.
Are you fucking serious? He was one of the best tight ends. He played with Terrell and them, Terrell Davis for the Broncos
yeah.
back in the day with Troy Aikman and all that. Not Troy Aikman, but was it Troy? No, Troy was a cowboy. He played with God damn. What was somebody said he fight the nigga with a gun. What was their quarterback name?
Not Elway, right?
Yeah, John Elway.
Who's with Elway? Okay.
And then he went to Baltimore and he played with a lot of niggas. He played with Prime over there. He played with okay, Maya, calm down.
I'm just saying.
Everybody say to bring that shit up. God damn, Maya, relax. Maya, like, look at his traps. He's okay, yeah, he's a big muscle motherfucker. If you dark skin, dark as fuck, you gotta be swole. If you just dark and a regular body nigga, nobody gonna like you. he like two Tyrese's right here. This nigga look like two Tyrese's. And you think, man, you ain't, man, please. A nigga like that beat the shit out of you. And then Ocho Cinco, right with the nigga. Ocho Cinco is fast. This nigga, so Ocho Cinco chase you down, hold you down. Here come Unk. Hold him down. Oh, yeah. Hold him down. Get one of them good punches on him. Stephen A, I'm gonna get a good punch on him. I'm gonna get a good punch. Oh. Yes, he did. A good punch on him.
He's 54 too. How old is Cam Newton? That's him at 54.
Yeah.
Cam Newton probably in his 30s.
Cam like 36, 37.
So he's basically in his prime.
Yeah.
6'5",
34.
like 250.
Yeah, that's huge.
Yeah.
I think people don't understand, I guess if they don't play sports or they haven't really seen them, like how giant some of these athletes are.
Hell yeah. These niggas are huge, but look up how tall Jay-Z. I did not know Jay-Z was that tall. Beyonce a little tall too. I met both of them. Beyonce was a little tall. I was like, damn, I'm a shrimp out here.
Say also, this man
6'2"?
ran away from these linemen his whole career, and they are bigger, much bigger than him and faster.
Nah, hold on. Okay, Jay-Z 6'2", Drake 6 feet, Cole 6'2", Rihanna 5'8". Okay, but what I'm saying is like this though. He was a tight end. So he was in the middle. He was taking contact. Like he was not, like he was in there with Ray Lewis. He was in there with, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, that nigga ain't no little nigga, man. Somebody said, you short though, I met you. Okay, Dex, calm down. I know me. Chill out. Nigga said, you short. Don't write that shit out loud.
Anyway, to get to the NFL, you have to go through high school. You have to go through college. Like, you got to make it
No, to get to the
way.
NFL, you got to start playing football when you're like 5 years old. The only guys who make it to the NFL who are like just natural, like just, you got to be like a lineman. You know what I'm saying? Like one of those, just somebody like a DN or, you know, like that's like them natural niggas. I never played football a day in my life. I got to college and walked on, but nigga, you're 6'9". You know what I'm saying? Like you're 6'9" and bad bodied. Yeah, you can go to the league, bro, as a DN or offensive end.
That's like those guys who are like, yeah, I just took up football, but they were playing rugby their whole life. So,
I mean, yeah,
rugby is way worse than football.
Yeah. Dudes are huge. Is this the video you were talking about? The portal and the...
Yeah. Yep. It looked fake as fuck because the portal, but I mean, it's like, oh, look at that. So he did it with frequencies.
And that's what he says.
Man, you couldn't do that, man. If I had a portal in my room, please, I'd never be late for work. I'd be like, my desk, and then just jump in there. I'd never be late for here.
But you don't know what going through the portal will cost because we think that, I can see through the other end, but like we're talking about with the black holes and spaghettification, like it could stretch you out.
It could stretch your body out, number one. Number two, we're not even sure if what he's looking at is from our timeline. Right? So like, he could be looking at the past. He could be looking at the future. He don't even know where the fuck he's looking at.
This is something kind of related that came out this week. Amir, you probably know more about this because it got to do with frequencies. Pythagoras was wrong. There are no universal music harmonies, new study finds.
Shit like this be like, why y'all studying this? Focus, please. Focus.
Where's the frequencies you were talking about?
Right, but it's like, I don't have time for them to be looking up facts that's like, if it gets debunked, nobody's gonna give a fuck. like if aliens come down and be like, yeah, we have fucking pianos, and he would, oh my bad, I didn't mean to say that. There's no universal music. Like, no, who the fuck cares?
Because they said that we had this theory that things have to be symmetric and go along with numbers for us to find it beautiful, when really we like things that are just a little bit off. Because we like the variation.
Man, he need to shut the fuck up. Like, what are you talking about?
Present sound knows produce special relationships in simple numbers such as 3 and 4. More recently, scholars have tried to find psychological explanations, but these entered ratios still credited, making a chord sound beautiful. The deviation is thought to make music dissonant, unpleasant sounding. Oh, what the?
Is this what you learned in school?
Yeah, a little bit. It's definitely more on the music theory side of things, but it's still funny that I didn't know that there was like a thing that it had to be in this specific way. I mean, obviously, yes, Western music, we like chords. We like our major chords, minor chords. But that didn't ever take away from the fact that music can sound, like they said, dissonant or supposedly unpleasant sound. It's not unpleasant. It's just that that's not the kind of music that you make. So it's very cultural. Music is extremely cultural, but I wouldn't say that would make it like unpleasant. It's just something that you would have to learn to like understand or even appreciate.
Like stuff that's offbeat a little bit being something that...
No. This is more like the tone. Like there's a specific notes, and the way you play those notes determine the tone of that song. So if somebody's playing music and we're particularly going for like a Middle Eastern artist, they always have that dun 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 dun, and they hit a note that's not in the same way we do dun 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 dun. That's American, and then it goes like that dun 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 dun, and then it does something different. Sounds different to us, but that's just how their music is shaped.
Right, I see what you're saying.
So I didn't know that it was like something that they were studying or.
But see, go back up to the top of the title, because it says there are no
There's
universal
no
music
musical
harmonies.
harmonies.
And so, are they saying that there are it's a wider spectrum of harmonies than previously thought, or are they saying that? Well, yeah, like.
So what it's saying, the summary: the tone and tuning of musical instruments has the power to manipulate our appreciation of harmony. New research shows. So the finding challenges centuries of Western music theory and encourage greater experimentation with instruments from different cultures.
Because those ragas are different. Like, you ever listen to the Indian ragas?
Yeah, they are
That's my
tuned differently.
psychedelic music. If you ever want to do psychedelics, I'm always about doing the ragas for psychedelics. It sounds different than our music.
Yeah, their
What's
music, but their music it's always sounded different.
Mhm.
And that's to do with this?
It's the tuning. Yeah, it is. It's the.
I do
tuning of
fuck with the
instruments.
ragas. I fuck with the ragas. I be like just riding to the ragas.
That's dope. All right. I didn't know what this is all about. I have to
Ride to
ask.
the ragas for real. All right, let's talk about some good shit. This shit is just like, yeah, he opened at the portal. That's crazy. But they're finding UFOs under the water. It's more and more whistleblower reports coming out. I was watching Y-Files.
Oh, I like him. He's very good.
With the fish?
Which episode? Yeah. He talks to his
So
fish.
this one was about how the gray aliens are a future version of us who can interdimensionally travel. And they're traveling back here to make sure that they're a doomsday human race. Follow me, because this is what he said on the Wi-Fi. Of course, it's always the stories, right?
Mm-hmm.
But what he said was, these gray aliens are a future version of humans. And they're back right now because they want to make sure that essentially we cease to exist so that their civilization can come into, like, we need like a cataclysmic thing to happen to the earth that will set us apart from, like, so like the sun being blocked out from a cataclysmic impact on the earth with the soot and all of that would block out the sun. It would change our skin. It would change our eyes. It would like essentially turn us into grays, the ones who could survive. Now, the earth on this timeline that we're on supposedly has two different outcomes. One of them was supposed to end in 2012. And when that didn't happen on our timeline, it messed up their timeline for when they were supposed to start. And so there's the thing. It was all on Wi-Fi's, and it was like, oh shit. So basically, it was just giving the example of how we could possibly be the gray aliens, and how the things that we see in are interdimensional traveling beings that are coming back from the future for a few different reasons. Number one, this is one of the most purest times of the Homo sapien. Like we kind of like leveled it out for our little time period, right? There probably were more advanced civilizations before us and all that, but for us, we have a kind of handle on this human shit. Shit might get hectic after this, to where if you could interdimensionally travel and go to the past, you could study us for diseases that they might incur in the future. You could come back and get like donor. Like, just think that if you were suffering from a disease 2,000 years in the future, and you could come back and abduct somebody from your past, from your family tree, to do some kind of, to get their liver or a piece of their tissue. I'm just saying.
No, there'd be so many people. There'd be so many ancestors 2,000 years ago. You're better off just going to your sister or your...
Okay, well, what if you're only child, number one? Number two,
or your parents.
What if it's not 1,000 years ago? What if it's 200 years ago?
200 years? And I didn't watch this, so you had me at a disadvantage.
I'm just giving an example of how I interpreted this. This is not what he said, but essentially...
Oh, I see.
It's like you begin to think like, well, there could be a lot of reasons to come back and get like a fresher version of your DNA.
Yeah, so for people at home who want to watch this, it's Mysteries Beneath the Ice, The Secrets of Antarctica. It's the Y-Files, and he dropped this 4 days ago. I mean, yeah, that's entirely possible. But like, it's like one of those things. Like it's a movie plot, you know.
But it's a movie plot because I mean, Maya, let's keep it real. Fucking Best Man, the movie Best Man. It's a movie plot, right? It's completely feasible, whether it has happened or not. And all of those events have happened, maybe in separate lives, right? But is this feasible? It's a movie plot because it's a concept that we understand over and over again, and the writer decided to write it based on his subconscious understanding of relationships and what he wanted to view as entertainment, right? With these kind of things, yeah, they're movie plots, but are the movies based on? Because I keep hearing, I don't know if I heard about this creatures in Antarctica first or the movies about the creatures in Antarctica. But it's like one of them had to exist first, and one of them is the spawning point for all of these. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Well, I mean, that's one of those things that we've always had legends, and sailors would probably tell each other of why we don't go there, and we've have all these myths. Now, I think the point you might be trying to make, or you're coming around to it, is that if the universe is infinite, then everything that can happen is happening somewhere. So that's how it's feasible. So it's a movie plot. I don't mess with movies whose
but when we
plots don't
say
make
it's a
any
movie
sense.
plot, though, it almost delegitimizes the realness of it because there's a movie, right? The idea of a movie is, is fake. This is Hollywood. This is not real. But then there are movies about aliens because it's an interesting topic. But then there comes out that, oh no, there's really aliens, and the government already knew about it. And then you got to go back and be like, well, was the movie telling us to prepare us? It's like these movies are like The Simpsons. And we watch The Simpsons and it's funny, but then you look up and they're saying some real shit that happened in 9/11 or the Illuminati, or, you know what I'm saying? It's like things get tricky because we're having a hard time finding out what's real and what is preying on our hope that things like this are out there and that are real.
Oh yeah, I mean they're preying on our need to be entertained. So they put this stuff out there. When I say a movie plot, I made it in the best possible way because a good movie plot should be believable. Because you watch a movie and you're like, that would never happen. You walk out. But if something's like, oh, wait a minute, I could see that could happen. Like War of the Worlds. When that came out, that's like when that was originally a radio show. And people freaked out because they're like, this is something that could happen.
Passions of the Christ. It's like, I'm watching it and I'm like, I don't think this could really happen like this. But not only is it looked at as more than a movie plot, it's looked at as history.
That's interesting. So people who don't know at home, just to fill you in, Passion of the Christ, Mel Gibson did that movie about Jesus's last, when he was crucified. Basically, they dragged him through town, they tortured him, and that was the original, basically that the Jews betrayed Jesus. And then that became a whole long thing where people attacked Jewish people for that. Yeah, that's one of those things that if you start reading in like early Christian writings, you start to think, because think about this. Christians had to distance themselves from Jews because they are a sect of Jews. Christians are a sect of Jews. Jesus was a Jew. Full stop, period. Maybe after there was...
Full stop, period. Are we sure he was a Jew?
Yeah, Jesus was a Jew. And it wasn't until after when Paul made the Christian religion that Christianity was even a thing with it. That was after Jesus already died.
So Jesus was the kind of Jewish people that we know that run Hollywood, or was it a different kind of Jewish people that Jesus might have been? That might have been.
I mean, there's the same thing. They're
essentially
because
people don't believe that. People think that those Jewish people and the Jewish people that we have that we know now are two different people.
The way the Jewish people pass their Jewishness, and I don't want to say anything that's offending anybody. So if I'm not using the right vocabulary, I'm just saying what I know. Is that they pass it from the mother. So if your mother's Jewish, you're Jewish, and most people don't convert to Judaism. It's very rarely. They're not like a religion that goes out there and preaches like Christianity. You've got to become a Christian. Da da da. They're just like, if you can't do the reading, we don't even want to deal with you. So Jewish people, that's passed through the mother's line and has been for thousands and thousands of years.
So are those ones that they found underground in New York, what are those?
Oh my God, the tunnel ones.
I'm
Oh,
just
that was
asking
such
you.
a bad look. Oh God, I think those were Hasidic Orthodox in Brooklyn,
Mm-hmm.
and they were in the tunnels. Yeah, that was a sect. That was a strict sect of
Of Judaism.
yeah,
Okay. I just be wanting to know for people who at home who may not understand.
Hasidic Jews.
They're acidic?
Hasidic.
Okay.
With the
Yeah.
which
I used
I
to live in
didn't mean
Brooklyn.
to I didn't mean to be like, is this
Yeah,
offensive?
no. I don't want to do this for them. I don't want to do. I don't know if
That's what they have. Because there's a
yeah.
difference.
They have a curl. And,
They have a curl.
and
That's
you can
it.
pull that curl and it got a nice bounce. They got a nice. You can see them walking down the street. It'll like they like cosplaying Monopoly.
What?
I don't know. Anyway, so the point I'm trying to make is.
Well, I just want to finish that is that in early Christianity, just for people who want to look this up, they had to distance themselves from the Jewish sect, but they also had to convert the Romans. And the Romans probably killed Jesus.
Shout out to Roman.
Yeah, shout out to Rome. So the Romans probably killed Jesus, so they had to take the blame away from the Romans and put it on the Jews. So that's what makes most sense in my mind. Feel free to research this yourself. It's a very interesting topic, the first century Christianity. That's the original conspiracy.
So where did all the fat black women come from who was falling out in church, and where do they fit in? And because I didn't see none of them in Pastors of Christ. They was all at the movies though, losing their fucking mind. But I'm like, you aren't even represented. Jesus didn't have no fat black choir directors around him, but somehow, whatever. Anyway.
Well, it's the religion they taught to the slaves, and you can have whatever opinion you want about that.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I'm just saying.
Business.
That's why, like, I be having one foot in and one foot out, because I be like, I don't want to fuck up my life if Christianity not real. So I celebrate Christmas, but I'm also gonna smoke some weed at the same time.
When did Jesus say you couldn't smoke weed?
I
A burning bush came to Moses.
But the church be tripping about why you can't come in there high then?
Who said you can't go in high?
Oh my God, Maya,
Put
you
the
don't go to my
glasses
church.
on.
They be tripping. You can't even fuck.
What church you go to?
Most of the ones who don't like fucking and smoking, they be like, thou shalt not smoke and fuck. You be like, man, look, dog, y'all already lost half my tithe because I need this for weed.
I've never heard you weren't supposed to be high. I had this discussion with my stepmother.
You never heard you weren't supposed to be high in church?
Well, okay, so my stepmom is pretty Christian, and we had this. I was on my dad's side, and my dad was like, "Yeah, she said it, not me."
Right.
And I was like, "Well, Moses talked to a burning bush, huh? Shouldn't we all get high?" And she was like, "I don't even want to hear this. The two of you, da 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 da." But it's true, right?
I mean, I wouldn't expect that to come out of your mouth. I feel like that's something I would say. And you'd be like, well, no, that's not the facts. But I agree. And I didn't even talk to him. First of all, where did he smoke to even talk to the bush in the first place? People act like the weed was already burning. There's so many cool ass stories in the Bible. David killed a giant with a rock.
So this is what people.
But when the U.S. government killed that giant, they had like 20 AKs. Jesus healed using cannabis. Maya, the stuff that you be believing and the stuff that I bring to you to believe, be like, fam, come on, dog.
This guy is a professor of classical mythology at Boston University.
He's a professor of what?
Of classical mythology at Boston
So
University.
he got a fake ass degree. He got a degree in Marvel Comics. They're like, oh, I'll tell you right now, Thanos, one of the early Thanos. Like, no, I hate people who got these. You have a degree in mythological.
But the myths are real. Like in 2,000 years.
Myths are real. Did you hear what you just said?
No, the myths are like having a degree in cinema. You can have a degree in cinema. So in 2,000 years, you can have a degree in Marvel Comics, assuming they stick around. Because it's like our myths. Those gray aliens you're talking about, they could have a degree in Marvel Comics.
You just lost me. Say it again, please. I didn't get high today, so I'm jittery, and I'm also very too much aware. And it's like, man, has this room always been green? But whatever. So wait a minute. What are you saying?
So like the Marvel Comics, those are our myths.
No, they're not our myths. They're our stories.
Yeah, exactly. But in 2,000 years.
But we don't believe that they're real, though. So we're not saying them like they're real. I think that's what a myth is, right? Like Santa Claus we don't tell it to the kids like it's a myth. We all know that it's not real, and we tell it to them like a folk tale or a story or a fable.
Yeah, I think people have different beliefs of religion. Going back forever, people haven't believed what they tell the kids. The same thing with, were there really centaurs, or is it just sort of a way that you pass
You see,
knowledge
they found
along?
those dragon bones this week.
Dragon bones. Let me
Oh
see.
God! But Jesus could smoke blunts, and you like it's the professor of mythology said it. Like, dog, they found dragon bones. And they said that dragon.
This is a real article. I'm not pulling this out of my ass.
It's a real article, Maya. That
That
somebody
they actually
full of shit
tested. They
wrote.
tested this oil
They tested this oil from Jesus's vape.
around the time.
Amir, are you hearing this? Amir be so quiet when shit get fake. Amir be like, "Oh, well, this is What do you think?"
I mean, the way people tout about cannabis in general, I wouldn't doubt that he would have used it.
Man, that should have been the first thing y'all told us about Jesus.
Why would they do that?
Be like, Jesus was cool. Jesus be like, so what's your problem?
They want to use that shit to shame you.
Man,
That's a look down upon kind of thing.
Yeah, that's why I don't even. I mean, fuck shame. That's why I got 1 foot in, 1 foot out. You know what I'm saying? I watch TD Jakes and porn. Fuck around, TD Jakes gonna pop up in your porn. Like, have you ever been swallowed? You ever been swallowed? You ever been swallowed by these hoes? You ever been swallowed at the movies?
Look, it says there's a history of cannabis in early Judaism. They got hash around that area.
They got hash around that area.
Yeah.
Listen, man. Y'all do what y'all want to do. So you tell me that's a nug right there. Lift it up. That's a little nug. What's that?
No, this is the dragon bones you're talking about.
Oh, go down. When was it? Was it a couple of days ago?
Yeah, it says 3 days ago this was printed.
Yeah.
240 million years ago. So it was a dinosaur.
But why dragons match dinosaurs? Why can't you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So here's what they said. First of all, they said that the only dinosaurs to survive were the flying ones, which makes sense because of the sun. You know, the asteroid hit, the sun got blocked. The dinosaurs that could fly got the fuck out the way of, the soot and all of that. They were able to rest on peaks that, could actually get some sun. That makes sense, right? They also said that the reason why we don't see a lot of dragon bones is because dragons, like birds and flying dinosaurs, dragon bones were hollow.
Yeah, birds have bones like that.
They were hollow, supposedly. So, you just wouldn't see a lot of their fossils. And a lot of their bones was swallowed up. Man, tough crowd.
Right, Chinese dragon. Today, this is the year of the dragon. Did you know that?
Hell yeah, I know that. This is the year we're gonna find some dragons too.
So this is.
That's it right there. That's what it looks like.
Yeah, it's a different. Like our dragons, I feel.
No. Go back. I don't like these dragons. I don't like them them long snake dragons. I like them dog ass Game of Thrones dragons with the wings and shit. This look like Caraxes or Syraxes.
That's cool.
The bloodworm. I don't like that.
Dope.
Damn. He looks sweet in the face, but like nobody want no long ass dragon like that.
That's the Chinese dragon they found.
Where the other dragons at?
Game of Thrones dragons. Okay.
Game of Thrones dragons is fire. Yeah, look at them. Look at them. Look at their wings. They sweet as hell. They like some dogs. Look at Daenerys. She thought her dragons was so cold. She didn't even know the dragons from the past. Game of Thrones got so much past and history in the story that it feel like it's real. Like it's like a beyond the ice wall story. I think that there's some shit that happened. This shit really happened.
Did you see Reign of Fire?
Yes, I did because you told me to watch it. Then those dragons.
Yeah, you liked it.
Yeah.
You did watch it.
And I feel
I assume you don't listen to me.
Nah, I listen to you.
It.
Reign of Fire was crazy because I feel like that was the beginning of those CGI dragons that were really looking real like that. Like they had some really good looking dragons in Reign of Fire.
Yeah, that came out of left field. I was like, yeah, is this a good movie? And then Matthew McConaughey, he plays this. This
I would have.
trip.
You know who would have killed this role for me? Woody Harrelson.
Mm.
Woody Harrelson would have been. He's just a little bit more believable as a bald head white dude than anybody else I've ever seen. He one of my favorite bald head white motherfuckers.
Didn't Woody Harrelson say he might be Matthew McConaughey's brother?
Woody, you ain't got to do that, man. You got enough hoes. You ain't got to come infringe on Matthew McConaughey hoes trying to be like, yo, you his brother. That's ridiculous, man. That's ridiculous.
Because his mom started the rumor. I can see it.
Yeah, Woody Harrelson looked like a retarded version of McConaughey. I mean, did I say retarded? I didn't mean to say retarded.
That word's coming back.
It is. Because shit, we had a retarded motherfucker in the office a couple years ago.
Might be back.
He might be back too.
Yeah.
Hey, man. You know what? I ain't gonna lie, man. I hate to say it. God damn it. And I'm not even gonna say it. Fuck it. I got a lot of money when Trump was in office. I was really balling. I didn't even realize. I thought it was all me, but it was Trump.
I don't know if it was Trump or the
was Trump.
circumstances.
Oh, yeah. We also had the pandemic when Trump was in office, didn't we?
A lot of people got money from unemployment and stuff. And
people who never was employed got money. Shout out to them, man. Trump was like, I mean, I don't know if you're going to.
He was trying to take that shit away.
You said what?
He was trying to take it away. That wasn't his doing. Or his team doing.
Who? Yeah, I know. But it happened when he was in office. Who? The pandemic was 2020. When did we get Joe Biden? In 2020?
Literally November 2020. He
So
didn't get in office until January, but
January 2021.
January 21st.
So really, the whole pandemic, we had Trump, for real.
And well, there was the second part of the pandemic, which was the vaccine and stuff. So it was developed under Trump and then given out. I think.
Did y'all get the vaccine? Ugh. Did you get it?
Yeah.
You got it.
Ugh. I definitely got it. I like lying and saying I didn't get it because people be like, oh my God.
No, I just look, if I were an old person or I was unhealthy, I would have gotten it. But I was looking at the numbers and I didn't need to get it, so I didn't get it.
Yeah, I be in these streets doing comedy, touching mics,
There you
hugging
go.
people.
There you go. That was a personal choice, and I think everyone should have respected everyone else's opinion about it. But they
So what do
didn't.
you think? Do you think dragons existed?
As dinosaurs, yeah.
I think so too. I think that I mean, I don't know why we don't make that correlation. Like dragons are dinosaurs. It just seemed like that was a good time for something like that to exist.
Because you can imagine if someone found a fossil behind their house, they say, look, dragons are real. I have evidence for it.
Right, but I mean, like, did they blow fire though?
Well, they're gonna embellish. You know what I
But
mean?
all of them are embellishing though.
Well, it just takes one good one. They're like, oh man.
That's literally that's like mythology. That's literally what we're just talking about.
It take one person
It
to
take
make
one
the story
person to take it,
fire.
and then it'll continue to grow. Like, who got the best story?
So this fossil, why would they not say that it was the Loch Ness monster instead of a dragon? Like, why would they go right to that? Like, I would think that this is proof that the Loch Ness species of you know what I'm saying? Like, that's what it looks like to me.
Well, it says that this was it later inspired the myth of the Loch Ness monster.
This is from 3 days ago.
No. They've had this fossil for a long time.
Oh. I'm sick of them telling us shit late.
But yeah, I think this is also in China, if I'm reading this correctly.
Duh, that's where all the dragons are. It's like, man, I want to find out if it's dragons. I don't even have one Dragon Ball, let alone 7.
I bet Nick Cage has one.
Who?
Nick Cage.
He has a Dragon Ball?
I bet you he has a dragon bone. He's weird like that. So this was discovered in China. Yeah, it makes sense that they would find a fossil bone and say that there are dragons. Yeah. I think it's interesting. Like I said, it's a good movie. Especially Reign of Fire. Reign of Fire is a fantastic movie. It's like my favorite dragon movie.
What, Reign of Fire?
Yeah.
My favorite dragons of all time are the dragons from Game of Thrones. Like specifically House of the Dragon. I love that show. I like Game of Thrones original too, but House of the Dragon learned from the original Game of Thrones to get right to the fucking action. Like, don't make me wait no damn seasons to watch. Like, they used to be like Dragon Ball Z. I remember how Dragon Ball be like, They throw one punch and be like, next week on Dragon Ball Z, punch number 2. You be like, God damn, we never gonna get through this shit. Man, what else going on? Fuck my day up, please.
So this is a story out of Rhode Island. Hiker kills coyote with his bare hands after attack. The test confirms the animal had rabies.
So the man got rabies too.
I think he got his shots. As we were looking up, if you think you've been exposed to rabies, you got to go the day of and get this dose, and then you have to go on day 3, day 7, and day 14.
God damn. Now you guys do understand how important what she's saying is and how dangerous rabies is. If you have symptoms of rabies, it's over. It's over. If you have the symptoms, you're gonna die from rabies. That's just how it goes. It's not like you get rabies and your rabies start acting up. No, nigga, that shit. But why don't they kill the animals?
It does.
It does.
It does. This we were talking about it, and what were the circumstances? Did this coyote attack him? Because they start to lose their mind.
Mm-hmm.
Now he choked the coyote out.
Oh, that's all he supposed to snap that neck to the back, make it look at his own back before it die. Look back at it.
You don't want to do too much if you already got bit by a motherfucker.
Yeah, so he got bit in the leg.
Mm.
Pinned the coyote down by its neck, killing it by cutting off its air supply.
Oh, okay. So he crunched it down.
Mm-hmm.
Did y'all see that hiker that shot at the mountain lion the other day?
No, where's that?
Pull up the video. A hiker shoots at a mountain lion. First of all, he was shooting like a bitch. I would have shot that bitch the first shot.
That's what everybody says, but you know how hard it is to aim a gun when you're... First off, to aim a gun, full stop, period. I guess it's pretty close.
Yeah, what you mean? No, that ain't. Forces, no. That's the one that he killed this mountain lion like a G. Look at the sights on the gun. It was another guy a couple of days ago. Yeah, let me see.
Go to news.
You know what? Can I say something? Instagram be having me think shit happened a couple of days ago, and it might have been like 5 years ago that this shit happened. It just when it hit Instagram. So, go back, because I saw something from 2022 that looked just like the video right there, that first one. This is it. This motherfucker. This shit happened so long ago. That mountain lion probably got kids and everything.
Yeah, that's a hard shot to make.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it is.
No, it's not. Look how he's coming sideways, Maya. Are you fucking serious?
The thing is, if you shoot, it's gonna run, and it can start running towards you.
No, watch.
Because he's head on, and then for a second he was sideways.
Look at this. Watch this.
Yeah, did he get him?
No.
No, he missed.
And then he missed him with that one. Got right up under it's like right under his leg.
Well, that's why you're supposed to shoot for the body, because it's actually really hard to make
shoot the head.
shots. Yeah.
Well, right. Well, I mean, but
Especially
he has enough body out, Maya. That's a ridiculous. Like, he could have hit that shot. And I would have followed up. I would have hit him with a seal tap. You know, the Navy seal tap. Do. Like, chest. You know what I'm saying? Or like, look, like the seal tap goes chest, neck, head.
Yeah, headshot's hard.
Headshot is hard, but nigga, please.
Because
like somebody said that the live is choppy. Somebody confirm this?
It's just the internet, bro. Internet like that for the past month now.
Oh, okay.
No matter what we do.
Oh, okay.
It's Spectrum.
Oh, shout out to Spectrum. Damn, but Kevin and y'all on Spectrum too.
Everybody got Spectrum in California for the most part.
I know. I got that shit.
Spectrum in the studio.
You said what?
We can't talk shit about Spectrum in the studio.
Oh, we can't?
Well, we don't, because like 5 of the comedians who work here are their spokesmen.
I'm not one. Fuck Spectrum. But, you know, shout out to them though, getting that bread. So I'm sorry, Maya. I'm killing that a couple of like he was shooting like a bitch. Why like people like him? It's like, dog, why do you have a gun, man?
But even to actually make shots, so bullets
Loaded.
fired per enemy killed. Here we go.
If you don't train, man, like you ever see that video where the guy was like, "Help! Call an ambulance," and he's like, "But not for me."
Yeah,
it was an old man. That's how you feel. You got the pole on you. You like what?
You also don't train for shooting moving targets.
Oh, yes, you do. Yes, you do.
See, I'm not finding a number outside of Vietnam, but this is about right. Like to actually kill a soldier in war, you actually have to fire an insane amount of bullets.
Why would he? I would have shot at least 6-7 times. Like I would have been like, bah, 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 like just to, like, dog, what you mean? That motherfucker gonna be a mountain lion tomorrow. Today could have been his last day.
I'm just saying, now they don't want to, it's just hard to do. Like in war, they have to shoot thousands of bullets to get an enemy soldier dead, unless you're like a sniper.
I'm about to say, snipers be like waiting for days, pissing in the same spot, just laying in the dirt. You gotta piss. They said it be spiders and shit biting them. They gotta stand still and wait for this person to come up. He get his coffee every morning on the balcony for this one shot.
Yeah. That's how it is for snipers. But if you're on the ground and you're shooting, it takes thousands of rounds. It's actually pretty hard to make these shots. That mountain lion
video, he had enough time, Maya. For that mountain lion was creeping up. I mean, he could have been like, okay, I'm gonna get my shot together. I'm gonna aim my sights up. Nigga, please. We need to go to the range. We need to have some podcast episodes where we out in the field.
We can go. Well, I don't think they'll let us shoot over at the Burbank range. I used to go to the Burbank range, and it's like, okay.
Do you shoot? Do you like to shoot?
Yeah, I did.
What did you like to shoot?
Okay, my favorite gun was the Winchester rifle, and it was like you had to clock it to get each one, so it didn't automatically load.
This cock?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So that was
that was a good rifle. I like that rifle.
That's like a 22 or something like that, right?
I don't think it was a 22. It was many years ago. I don't think that was. I like the 22s though.
22s are great.
I like the 22s because you only had, if you remember, you only had to buy the ammo. Mm-hmm. So the 22 ammo was mad cheap. So I'd be like, yeah,
get a bucket of it.
Yeah.
And they got like 22 ARs.
Oh.
Yeah, so they have an AR chambered in 22, which is, I mean, just a fucking bink machine. Bink, 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 bink. A fucking binker.
I think it was a 357. I think it was this dude right here. But I mean, it was just a fun thing.
Yeah, but that's a good gun though. But that's a better gun. You see, like
I don't need that gun for.
What do you mean?
Nobody needs that.
What are you doing?
Nobody needs that.
And then you got a mirror, but nobody needs. That's the fuck. What do you mean? You know why we need one? Because this crazy motherfucker up there got one. So why am I not gonna have one when he got one? Everybody get their shit up, I get my shit up. But I can't stop buying big crazy ass heat because it's for sale.
That's fair.
You know what I'm saying? It's for sale. Like, and you go to the gun shop. I don't even want to say where the ones I go to, but they be in Burbank and other places. And you sit in the parking lot and watch who walking in this motherfucker.
They come in.
The white dudes with them big ass glasses on. Yeah, I came to get her. Like, give me one. Give me what he got. Matter of fact, give me two of them bitches.
They know. They come in and they know the specs of what they want.
And that is why I know the specs of what I want. I'm on the FN website quite a bit. I'm on different websites, not only trying to cross-reference what's Cali legal with my wish list, because I'm from Michigan, where we could just be, you know what I'm saying? You know, Michigan, they damn near need to call it Michigan. You know what I'm saying? Because they go ham out there. And it's like, you know, you just got to have shit because motherfuckers got shit.
If it ever came down to it, yeah, I don't know if you need like crazy. Like I would like this because okay, the world ends. I gotta hunt deer, but am I gonna? Are we gonna have?
The world ends, Maya. Motherfuckers are hunting you.
See that's why I like watching the war footage from around the world.
Okay, so you said it because you want to get real time battle understanding of how people are maneuvering.
Because that is exactly when they're fighting for their lives. Like unfortunately, the people in Ukraine are fighting for their lives. In Ukraine, not the Ukraine. Sorry, that's rude. They're fighting for their lives. So you're seeing exactly what tech they're using. They're using a lot of drones. Mm-hmm. So it's just like okay, so if I'm in this situation, you can imagine what you would do and what you have access to. We got drones. We have, all these other things.
Let me ask you a question. That's a great, God damn it, Maya, I love that. So, okay, survival kit. Drones? Is that a part of it? I know y'all fuck with drones heavy. I know Brennan and, y'all whole, the whole company damn near is kind of drone built originally.
Well, you're going to want to be able to look around.
Surveillance, right?
You don't want to have to go out, especially you're on the ground, so it's going to be hard for you to really see very well. You get a drone in the air, assuming it doesn't get shot down, but if it gets shot down, now you know something's out there.
Hell yeah, I'm listening. I'm not being facetious. I'm really A drone, because a drone is what I don't have. A drone is what and I fucked with drones. I went through like a little drone period where I was like heavy, like buying them little $100 drones and losing them bitches, but just learning how to fly them for real with those cheap ones. And then it said they would have like a camera on it, little HD but it's like, you know me. I love an excuse to get some shit. Here's what I'm seeing. Ready for this? Drone, right? Bam. You know how they got the phone screen on the drone? We don't need that. We got to Google the Apple Vision Pro. Okay, bam, looking around with the drone. Ooh, just justify buying it. Hold on. Then, you got that just looking around the drone. That's surveillance, right? What about food?
Okay, so here's interesting, and this is for the CP audience, even though half of them don't like me, but I'm gonna let them. I'm gonna tell them something that might save their lives one day. So whatever.
Guess what? Half of everybody don't like nobody. They don't even like me half the time.
That's true.
Yeah, half of everybody don't like nobody. So don't worry about getting everybody to like you.
Okay, so this is what I figured out after reading about 536, which we talked about a few weeks ago. The year that
tell her, Zay. Go ahead.
the year that the volcanoes took out the sun and everyone had to resort to cannibalism all around the world. You know what you can still grow with no sun?
Ooh, I didn't even think about that.
Mushrooms.
Strippers. Oh. Wait.
Why don't strippers need sun?
Because they already got them big ass booties, and you go straight for them. That ass meat.
I don't know, but
I mean, I'm gonna straight for big booty ass strippers. They have no family. Nobody gonna miss them. You eat them first.
Everyone's gonna be going for the strippers at the end of the world. They're gonna be in every bomb shelter. There's gonna be a place for strippers.
End of the world.
But anyway, mushrooms. Mushrooms you can grow underground in a dark place. You get the spores. You get whatever the like mulch or whatever that they can eat.
Material, manure and all that kind of shit. You really could shit on it yourself, honestly.
And you can survive. Yeah, that's disgusting.
But you can survive though.
You would survive. Definitely.
That's good. Okay, what do you think about? I think I'm gonna go to Costco and get one of them big ass crisis meal plans. I'm gonna get like 4 of those. Right? And you just got to open it up, add some water. But then you got to have water. What do you do for water?
You can filter your own urine.
Oh, God. Imagine that. After you filter it, now you got to filter urine from you drinking urine. So now it's piss in your piss.
You can evaporate seawater. So that means you put a tarp over seawater and then it'll evaporate and then it'll...
I saw that. It'll separate itself. Like what evaporates is that water is lighter than the salt water. So yeah, there is that. And we do have being in California, we have an endless supply of seawater, but you got to get to the sea to grab you some water to make it back to your family.
Yeah.
You got to go ocean shore shopping.
I've seen them pull water out of the air. But honestly, I don't think you want to be in LA if stuff goes down.
Really?
You don't want to be in LA if stuff goes down. There's not that much fresh water here unless it rains. Atmospheric water generator.
I saw this guy that pulling water out of the sky. They're going to get him. You got to be careful. You can't even say that shit on Google. That shit got to just be a hearsay. You know what I'm saying? You know, they put that machine in Flint that made water.
Really?
For the people, and then they went and sabotaged it one night. And it's like, who would do that? Here you have Flint. People need water. Who would sabotage a fresh, free water supply other than somebody who's benefiting off of people not having any water?
I didn't even know that happened.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Just dehydrated your food. What you mean by that, Antoine? Alexander? What you mean by like with those crisis food things? See, my thing is, I want a lot of guns and a lot of bullets. It's like, you're going to have to get dirty. You're going to have to get dirty, dog. Like, I'm type of nigga, I'm finna be climbing trees, rolling around. Like, I get, like, that's how I train to get tactical. Like, you go to those, we don't have them out here. I haven't seen them, but they got ranges that look like an urban environment. You could pull up, hop out of the car and shoot, hide behind walls and, shoot through. It's like just having an idea of different things that you want to try because you just never know what you're going to come in contact with.
And now what might happen is everything goes down and people aren't cruel to each other. Everything goes down and people are actually helpful. So we don't know.
Yeah, you're right. You're
So
right.
I would
But see, if everything goes down, here's the problem. If everything goes down, then how you gonna call for help and
You
call for
don't.
police? You can't. Which means that people who don't like you are gonna go ahead and end you.
If that's the first thing on their mind, they must
Right.
really not like you. Now they do say we're supposed to have 2 weeks emergency supply in your house just in case things do go down.
Right.
Especially here, a lot of people aren't in LA, but if there's an earthquake and they got to get to a lot of people, I mean, you just got to have 2 weeks supply. And trying to get out of this city, if something went down, you know how hard it would be to get out of the valley? You have to walk it. The roads would be. You got to think, like, what if once people start running out of gas, once these electric cars start shutting down? You saw Leave the World Behind and all those electric cars?
Mhm. They was driving themselves because the computers were messed up. But that I thought that was kind of fake. I'm like, yeah, these cars are self-driving, but what's gonna engage? I guess. Well, no, I'll take that back. I took my car into Tesla one time to get it serviced, and this fucked me up. And the guy said, just don't even think about it, man. Just walk away. I was like, hey, I forgot to I dropped my car into the bay, but since it's not a push to start, it's just to have your key on you to drive. You ain't got to do nothing but sit in it and go. I have my key in my pocket, and I'm into the other part that's paying, and they have a line of cars that's coming into the bay. I'm like, oh shit, I left my keys. I have my keys on me. I go back, my car is gone.
Mm-hmm.
My man said, oh yeah, we already took it back. I'm like, oh my bad, but y'all don't have the keys. He said, we don't need the keys, bro. And I was like, oh. He said, don't even think about it, man. And I'm like, I don't need the key for my car. If I leave my keys somewhere, I can start it with my phone. Were you out there? Were you outside with us, me and Brennan?
I wasn't there for that.
I did the summon across the parking lot. My car literally came out the parking spot, drove around, picked me up without no keys in it. So I know it's possible, but for them to be able to do that, they can take your car and just have it drive to wherever the fuck they want it to drive to.
Now, have you heard about the latest conspiracy that's out there, which is so breaking we can't say definitively. It's all alleged.
What?
Angela Chow.
Who's that?
That
Puppy
is
child lady?
No.
Oh.
She is the sister of Mitch McConnell's wife, Elaine Chow. Now,
he married a child?
Chow. No, he's not weird like that. But the conspiracy boards...
Oh, child. I thought it was child. Like she like married a child, like an Asian child. But go ahead.
Now, the conspiracy boards are saying... This is what the conspiracy board is saying. It's not what I believe, because I can't find it corroborated. That she was in a Tesla that backed into the pond behind her house and locked her in. That's what the conspiracy people are saying. She did die. She's a billionaire. She did die in a lake behind her house. She was trapped in there. People are saying. Did the Tesla lock her in? I cannot find what kind of car it was, which is so weird.
Oh, that makes me believe it was Tesla then.
I'm looking through all of these articles. I cannot find them mention the kind of car it was.
So are you saying that the car assassinated her?
No.
The conspiracy boards are saying.
I wouldn't say it's an assassination. It's a malfunction. Which these Teslas have the self-driving. They have serious malfunctions, and it's been kept under the radar a lot because they want people to buy the cars, and they are selling like crazy.
But she was a billionaire. Now, in looking this up, this is someone compiled this chart, and this is every death from Teslas.
Oh,
and you see verified autopilot deaths. Nothing. But now we start seeing autopilot deaths. Like there was one where the autopilot drove him right into a tree. This isn't alleged. This is confirmed. And it caught fire. It caught extra hot fire because of lithium ion battery. It's not going to happen to you, so don't worry about it.
Oh, don't worry. Trust me. But there's also been the one where they didn't understand flashing lights, and so it drove someone underneath a truck, and it decapitated them.
Wow. That must be on this list. I wasn't really sure. I'm just looking because I'm trying to find a mainstream source say that she was driving a Tesla. I looked through the accident report. I couldn't find what kind of car she was driving.
They're not gonna say.
Yeah, they
It's not gonna say. That if that's one thing that Tesla has done is that they will scrub some shit and they'll keep it under wraps for a while until it be like give it a couple months and then nobody's talking about it.
Ford is introducing self-driving repo.
Really?
Antoine, Uncle Levi. So shout out to Uncle Levi, man. Okay, what's up, bro?
That's embarrassing.
That's fucking crazy. Your car just gone. Now, what if your
You miss
dog
a
is
payment,
in there?
bro.
What if
Just
your
take your
dog
shit.
is in there? What if you left your kid in there real quick to run in there, and now your kid just gone?
I hope it has sensors to see if there's something in there.
What if you live in that bitch?
That's why you can't pay the bill.
Right. It's like, y'all better repo me too. Y'all got me now.
So yeah, this is. So we don't know. I'm just saying that this is a big deal because
Tesla
she was
rolls
rich.
over and crashes into creek. That's what it said on that spreadsheet that you just pulled up.
Oh, I just closed that. She was a billionaire, and if someone wanted to hack it, like we're going into conspiracy theories, we're not serious about anything, but it's like, yo, how do we kill this billionaire? Hack her Tesla. Da-da.
Yeah, but here's the problem though. When you step on the brakes, it disengages everything. So if her shit didn't disengage, then it was obviously something was going on. The brakes disengage anything that's going on with the vehicle, right? Those doors can lock, but they only lock when the battery is dead. And I guess the battery would die submerged in water.
If it was submerged in water.
Yeah.
But look this up. I heard that Teslas are waterproof up to the mirrors.
That's what Elon tweeted, that it could work as a boat.
I feel like he be just saying shit now.
Because it's one she's like, it's bulletproof. I dare you. And then they broke that bitch. He was like, well,
yeah.
they threw it hard. Like, nigga, bullet coming hard as fuck. They threw it hard as hell. Like, nigga, shut up. Elon is a fool, bro. But I just let you know that it's some dumbass billionaires, bro. You don't even got to be smart. As a matter of fact, being smart will keep your ass broke.
Yeah, that's true.
To be a billionaire, it doesn't mean you're smart. You just stole money from somebody else.
They don't all steal money, but
I would like you to show me somebody that hasn't done at least wage stuff to become a billionaire.
LeBron.
Yeah, LeBron. Probably Jay-Z.
Jay-Z. Beyonce.
Not Jay-Z. I wouldn't say Jay-Z.
Beyonce. Rihanna. Then again, a lot
Taylor
of motherfuckers
Swift.
who making those that her panties and stuff, those are factories, and I'm sure she's wage stealing.
It's that's what it means. Like there's so many layers to it. It's probably not.
Yeah, but I see what you mean. A lot of people make money now off of finance, and they have these programs that kind of, collect the fraction of a pennies on trades, and so that's how they make their billions.
People's
now.
Cybertrucks is getting rusty.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Already?
Bro, it's stainless steel. Like, I don't know, like, it's not supposed to probably, but it's probably not.
The ones that I've seen people paint theirs black. You seen people paint them like glossy black?
I just saw an all black one yesterday. Literally just saw it for the first time.
In the world?
Yeah. On the road in Pasadena.
Wow. How did it look?
I saw like the back of it. It just threw me off because I was like, what the like, it didn't even go past me. It was already gone. And I was about to turn. And I was like, what the fuck? I was like, oh shit, it's a Cybertruck and it's black. And it was like, I think it was shiny, but I couldn't really tell from how far away it was. But I saw a truck of them like bringing them in to the town or whatever. That's my first time seeing it on the road because I knew eventually I was like, I'm gonna see it. I'm in LA. Like I will see it.
Definitely gonna see that bitch out here. You swallowed up.
So he was saying that the
Model S.
The trucks were waterproof. I don't think the Model S is waterproof.
Oh no, I thought that's what I told my dad.
The trucks. So the Cybertruck?
No, not the Cybertruck. She's talking about the Model X and the Model Y.
Oh, Model X and Model Y are
supposed to be waterproof, but I heard the car was too. Because there's nothing to flood out, essentially, because the battery is encased and the motors are encased.
Okay, this guy says Model S is not waterproof.
What it says? Is a Tesla Model S fully submersive? The Tesla Model S will then go for a 90-foot long drive under 7 inches of fresh water with fish.
Yeah, she was like in a pond.
But 7 inches of water, that's
Very miss.
7 inches of water. That ain't shit.
That's not too
That's
bad, but
not
that's a
much.
nice size standing puddle. When you think about it, when you see a standing puddle that's up to the curb, that's higher than the curb.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Can you put a Tesla Model S through a car wash? Oh, that people are stupid. Can it,
Yeah, but I've heard there's issues with that too. But you have to put it in like a specific mode, or it
nah,
can damage the
nah.
thing.
It's just that like the paint. Let me see.
This is from Tesla.com. It says you have to put it
Yeah,
close all windows.
car wash mode.
Sentry mode.
I don't have a
yeah.
car wash mode.
You have a Model S?
Mm-hmm.
Sentry mode?
Yeah, I got Sentry mode.
That's what it says, right?
To enable touch control service car wash mode, your vehicle must be stationary and not actively charging.
Wait, so it is car wash.
So
mode.
I'll tell you this. They won't send my car through. When I go to the car wash, they won't send it through the machine. They have to hand wash it. But when I go to car wash it myself, I wash it in one of those self-washing ones. But the ones that have like those spinning rag wheels, they said that'll scratch your paint up. And it'll leave like lines, like little, like you'll see people have like these fine little lines when the sun hits it, they don't look polished. That's where that comes from.
I love going through those things. That's fun.
Yeah, I know. I used to love that shit when I was a kid. But when I got to California, I started seeing more and more car washes where you get out the car and your shit just run through that thing and you gotta like go in there and get snacks and stuff. That ain't how it was in Michigan. But how deep can a tin of water? Because I know it's not waterproof, but how deep can it go inside of water besides 7 inches? Because that's just like a.
What happens if Tesla?
Here, can Tesla go through deep water?
Wait, where is it?
Right there. Right there.
Ice vehicles cannot wade through very deep water because of the intake sucks in the air. The water can enter the engine and ruin the entire motor. While Tesla's EV drivers certainly had an edge over the ICE cars, it is still not recommended to drive through deep water in your electric car. That's India Times.
Yeah, ICE stands for internal combustion engine.
Ah.
Mm-hmm.
So for people who don't know, if you drive into water and the water is like halfway up, it's really hard to get out to open that door. You got to bust through your window, and you got to a lot of times you got to wait for it to completely submerge. And especially now, since we have the electrical things, that'll short out.
Right.
So back in the day when you could roll down your window and get out, that was easier. But
I have a glass roof. I wonder if I could kick that.
You want to get this thing? Okay, so
yeah, I saw that the little thing that'll brush the windows real easy.
Yeah, I'll show.
Yeah, I just don't want that near my car because then my shit get bipped, and they be like, "Oh, they already got a little thing in here." Yeah, those. Yep.
But you need it in case you go into water. Just something that has a fine point on it. So you keep it in the glove compartment because you're ever like, oh, I'm in water right now. Take that out, and bust yourself out. Break that window and swim up.
And
you could probably get a gun, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Not shoot it though. You don't want to shoot in a car where you're sealed up.
Yeah, you're gonna mess up your ears.
Right, but you can definitely And then if you start drowning, it's too late. You gotta shoot it. You gotta do what you gotta do. Cover your ears up and just
get out
of there. Yeah.
But I mean, we don't want to. We're not trying to say that we don't know what happened.
Pull
with
up
her.
Cybertruck's getting arrested though. I want to laugh. Okay. That's a damn shame. Like, why would they put out these goddamn cars? They already look like a big ass dishwasher. And then stainless steel is like a fucking kitchen appliance.
It's like a refrigerator on wheels.
Yeah.
What? That's what it looks like already. That looks so old.
That's no way. That's a real
terrible.
picture. I don't believe that that's a real picture.
No.
Hell no. It better not be. I was expecting like little bitty rust bubbles around the door.
No way.
Let me see if there's a picture. Outback State House.
Elon's so ghetto, man.
I think that's just an ad, right? Yeah, that's something else.
That's different.
That's something else, yeah.
Come on, let me see pictures.
Damn, Detroit broke a record today for having the warmest weather in February ever.
I heard it was
72 degrees in February. Oh, the world is fucked.
Because they said in Syracuse it was 66. I was like, are you sure? I'm not seeing the picture. Is there rust on this right here?
I mean, that does look ugly. I don't see no rust though. So the stainless steel not rust? Is that the whole thing? I thought stainless steel is like the rustiest.
I thought it wasn't supposed to rust. Oh, is this?
Oh. Yeah, these are like some DeLoreans.
That is so catty. It looks like a hot pile of rusted garbage. Why is that the headline? Daily Mail is pretty catty sometimes.
Caddy is so funny. Damn, yeah, that bitch look ugly too. I
Why
don't
they
even
put
like
them
the
wheels
I
on
don't like
there?
the wheels on that bitch. Them look like van wheels. Yeah, they probably built that bitch. People was building they fake that bitch don't even look real. See, that's I like those wheels, the moon landing looking wheels. Yeah, it's really just not a sweet car, dog. Like, I'm trying to force myself to like it because it's not sweet to me, and I gotta be honest, I don't like it.
Don't get it.
Oh, I'm not getting it.
Yeah,
You're
it's
right. I guess I can shut
ugly.
the fuck up about it if I'm not gonna get it. But I'm just saying, like, it's just ugly. It just doesn't really, it look like a ramp. Like I drive my bike up and down that. Anyway, I gotta go get some crickets.
Ah, that's right. Your frogs?
Frost, and we got a bearded dragon now.
Oh, yeah?
His name's Mango. Mango's cool, man. Bearded dragons look mean as fuck, but they're supposed to be like, they're really friendly. You could just pick it up. But I'd be like, man, all right, Mango. My daughter be just grabbing it like, here he is. I'd be like, all right. He getting big too.
They look cute.
Yeah, that's what he looks like. He's a citrus color.
I don't really mess with reptiles because like they don't like feel love, but he's cute looking.
You know what's crazy? These guys are like the puppies of the reptile world.
Okay.
Yeah, they're like when you walk in, he looks, and he's what I'm saying, just very alert. He eats very heartily. You know what I'm saying? Like he eats his little wax worms and mealworms and hornworms and crickets and salad. He likes salad a lot. Learning a lot about him. I gotta spray him down with water. The frogs are just like on autopilot at this point. You just throw crickets in that bitch and just get out the way. Every time I turn on my PlayStation and play Madden, they be like, "Mrrr," they get loud because the ambient sound of Madden on the surround sound, it just sounds like outside, kind of like air blowing. They go crazy, like, "Mrrr, mrrr, mrrr." And then we got the dog. I was on Zoom today. The Zoom I was on before I came here. Nigga looked at me right in my face and just took a shit right in the middle of the floor, just looking at me. I'm like, he's only 18 weeks old. So
this
it's
is
like
the new one that's been
the new
trying
puppy.
you.
Yeah,
he's been trying you for a long
pissing on my
time.
foot. Man, and it's like, I don't want to beat his ass because I feel like that's what made Max into a jerk. I didn't beat Max bad, but I just used to tap that butt. But now I just try to be like gentle parenting with him.
I don't trust gentle parenting. I'm not going to do it, but you do what you got to do.
Because I don't want my daughters to be getting mad. I'm like, stop beating him. Girls, you can't do shit around girls. He didn't even do anything. I'm like, shut the fuck up. Go upstairs. I'm beating his ass. So, yeah, man, that's what I'm dealing with at home.
I'll keep my opinions to myself. I would be mad if my dog shit in the middle of my floor.
Dog, I was pissed. And I was on Zoom. I had to stay there for like 15 more minutes and smell this shit. And when he looked at me when he did it. And because I didn't trip, he was like, and then just started walking around and smelling stuff. I was looking at this nigga like, as soon as this Zoom is over, I'm fucking you up. Man, that Zoom was over. I took that nigga over there to that shit. Like, you see this? And just,
you're supposed to rub their face in it.
I didn't want to rub his face. I mean, I put his face in it, but I didn't rub it. I put his face in it, but I didn't rub it.
Oh, you're not supposed to put because you don't want to have.
Yeah, I want shit on his nose, right? But I put it. Man, but my daughters, I had to do it sneakily. Like, get your motherfucking name. But my daughter be like, please, like he Michael Jackson or some shit. And I'm Joe Jackson, just beating his ass. Like, all y'all get the fuck out.
Go get that dog professionally trained, because
your
daughters won't be around.
Because I'm a motherfucking jump off the top ropes on that nigga. Burn, daddy. Whatever. Anyway, y'all. Another episode of the CP podcast, man. We in here getting swallowed up. Yeah, man. I'm your host, CP. Maye, Amir. We are the CP podcast, and we gone, man. Always the questions, never the answers. Till the next time, hoes. That was me. Bye.